Hello, everyone. I'm Emilie Gallagher. I am our global head of FX and commodity product here at Bloomberg LP, and I'm pleased to be joined by Edward McGee,
Thanks for having me.
who is Grayscale's Chief Financial Officer. So Ed, why don't we just get started for the Grayscale sponsor spotlight? We're going to talk about the evolution of cryptos for institutional adoption. So I guess my first question for you is, you came from a traditional financial background. We were talking a lot about that in the green room. Tell me why cryptos and what has changed since you've been at Grayscale?
Yeah, well, one, thank you for having me. Thank you for having us. This is a phenomenal event here. When I left traditional finance, I was leaving Goldman Sachs in 2019, and it really became a question of why not crypto? At that point, I was spending a lot of my personal time researching the asset class. I think that my path followed a lot of what traditional finance professionals have noticed who've decided to jump into the space, which is there's an awareness of this asset. You kind of know that it exists on the periphery. And then there's an intrigue, and you start to do some research, and that turns into an adoption. And the adoption of the asset class for me was not only personal, but professional, where I said, I want to go be engaged with this technological, not revolution, but the capabilities of the technology. And I found Grayscale as a great home to go pursue that. And I was fortunate enough to be given a seat where Grayscale, as the world's largest Bitcoin trust, or the asset manager of the world's largest Bitcoin trust, kind of sat at this crossroads of traditional finance and crypto. And so that's when I kind of jumped into it.
Yeah. And what are some of the trends and developments that you feel like are things you're thinking about right now? What's top of mind?
Yeah. Well, what's top of mind is maybe I'll start with what's not top of mind, which is momentum on price. And what is top of mind is what I've seen is not a retreat by institutions in building technology that can really report back to institutions for either their clients or themselves where this asset fits in their portfolio. So we have research out there called the Modern Economic Portfolio, or the Modern Portfolio, and it walks through how crypto might present itself as a sleeve within that broader suite. But from a technology perspective, from an institution risk management perspective, that asset has sit separate from equities and fixed income products. And there's been a really nice uptick from a technological perspective to say, how do we view this portfolio holistically? How do we develop technology to take in where these assets are from a custody perspective or a trading perspective? And how do we view and risk manage that portfolio more holistically?
And what do you expect for us to see next coming out of Grayscale?
Well, Grayscale, like myself, has kind of walked through an evolution of its product suite. And so we have 17 digital asset products. 14 of those are single asset products that are wrapped in a grantor trust. But we've also developed thematic products with multiple assets now sitting in these products. And that's really a reflection of how investors have taken a leap forward in how they think about the asset class, how they describe narratives and the technology. And it's not just Bitcoin, it's not just Ethereum. There's actually use cases that are being defined in a different way, and we offer those themes. We also offer now this a second layer from an infrastructure play perspective. Investors and ourselves view not only passive exposure as an opportunity, but the infrastructure of digital assets. And so we've just recently launched a vehicle that would allow investors to co-invest alongside us, called GDIO, or the Grayscale Digital Infrastructure Opportunities product. And we're really excited about where that could go, where it's not just passive single token or multi-asset exposure, but really getting into the guts of how digital assets work and how the infrastructure that is necessary is a business in and of itself that can be profitable.